This magical cone of knowledge retention will help you go from only retaining 5% of the things to 90% of the things. Let me explain. If you want to improve your communication skills, imagine you watch a video of mine where I explain how to be a confident communicator. Now you listened to everything I said, you nodded in the video, you tried to resonate with it, but you didn't take any further action. You will only retain 5% of it, so there is a 95% loss. If you read a book about how to be a confident communicator, you have never practiced anything after reading that, only retaining 10% of it, 90% loss. If you combine listening and reading, it gets doubled. So you retain 20% of it, but there is still 80% loss, because these are all passive ways of learning. You're learning from other people's experiences. Now, if you move from passive to active, you try to demonstrate what you've learned from my video, you will retain 30% of it. If you try to discuss what you learned from my video, it will go to 50% retention rate. If you try to discuss that with your family, with your siblings, with anyone, you will retain 50% of it from my video. If you want to retain 70% of the things I tell you through my videos, you have to practice them in your daily life. If I tell you to slow down when you speak, you practice that in your meetings. If I tell you to pause before you speak, you practice that in your sessions, in your meetings, or anywhere you want. This is where you will retain 70% of it. There is still only 30% loss. Now the holy grail is teaching the concept I tell you through my videos to anyone just as a set of practice. It will help you retain 90% of it. So there is just loss of 10%. So this is how you go from retaining only 5% just by listening to 90% by trying to teach the concepts that you're learning through my videos. And this technique can be applicable to any skills that you're learning. Make sure you try it and let me know how it goes.